Hey gold diggers, welcome back. I skipped a day and today I saw that there is a new patch and that looks very interesting. I'll put the link in the description once again. They seem to have worked on the sounds. They added the new sound engine. I did a quick test just now while I was testing if my recording would be good and the sounds would be good. This is a startup. It's, I think, pretty poor. I made a comment that they should normalize the sound engine. You can hear the water pretty fine, but the truck is like nothing compared to that Niagara Falls on the bank there. So let me give a quick try here. Let me do a quick try out. Wait. The sounds. What I noticed in the other play when I fiddled around with the sounds, that sometimes changed. No, it didn't. So it does apply to everything. Now, if I turn up, I'm going to turn down the environment. I'm going to turn the machines up a little bit. It doesn't seem to do very much. Now, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to get out. How's the water doing? That's more like water, not the Niagara Falls. Now here, and you might brace yourself. Now that you can hear, that's an engine, for sure. And that's an electric one, which with the belts, yeah, that makes noise. That's for sure. This is a damn truck. And when you start that up, and rev it, you should be hearing that. Now I don't know if that's my sound card or if that's my sound, but it's not what I would like it to be. I would like to hear my truck drive around. Even when being near a source which might be louder, I want to be able to tweak my volume just a little bit so I can make this one louder than the rest of it. Now we're wasting our day here, but I'm gonna reload. I'm just doing a couple of tests here with the sound. Yeah, yet again nothing. Started them up. Boom. Nothing. So yeah, that's a bummer. I'm gonna load it again. So we're back. Oh yeah, last time I slept without turning this off and I lost my fuel in it. Costly affair. Did they remodel the... It looks a bit better. How do you call it? The faucet or the handle. Let's start filling up. I'm gonna turn this off. Lights. Yep. Feels good. You do hear it. See, like just a little bit. But yeah, it's compared to the rest of the sounds, it's horrible. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were continuing down this height here. I'm gonna line up the truck for where we need to make a trench. It's gonna be like this. Oh, they also fixed how some trucks stick to little bumps. I hope that will improve the quality at which we can use the bulldozer and the other equipment like the front loader. They were pretty bad when it came down to very little bumps. Nothing should have changed in here, so. They also removed some of the cheats that were still in the game. I think the biggest cheat is just hiring 50 people. But that's not... Oh, a summary. A summary. Where is that? They said in the logs there's a summary. Yeah, let's do that when we get back to the tent. I'm gonna watch the computer in the tent and see what's in there. So once we've done the trench, we can take more out of the trench. Oh, I'm gonna park him backwards as well. Let me up this. I'm gonna park this so that I can just drive forward. Yeah, see, that's forward. I'm gonna go like... Should we go in a straight line? Yeah, let's try a straight line. And still be on the height. And my preferred camera angle. Oh my. I really lost it not digging for a couple of days. And... Oh. My mouse button config has changed. Give me a second. So when I use Setpoint, Logitech Setpoint software, and that allows you to map a certain, map buttons to, or macros to your buttons directly. Now for the moving of the arm like that, I have the side buttons do that, and they're bound to my keypad plus and minus. That's right mouse button. That's to get that bucket to move that way, and then here, that is left mouse button. And then I'm holding the R to, well, R and F are linked to the lid on the bucket. So that's the lid, and that's R and F. I hate that. Then I have to keep it pressed down for functions like this, because if you do, this is just moving the bucket up, and then it also processes the lid, which might be the case in real life, but I don't like it in this game. Should change that. We don't need a bucket here, a lid on the bucket. That's it, that's the start of our new trench and the start of a new fill-up on our refinery. It might be me, but it seems that the truck rolls a little bit smoother. It does seem to accelerate pretty well. Oh yeah, we're gonna check out... First gonna start up the rig. Ah, the water, yeah, I gotta pull that string. The starter. Oh, that's a visual bug. Oh no, it's not. I was just being blind. Let's see. There should be a summary. I don't know where or what. Transport bank workers. Is there a summary? Or would that be at the end of the day? Oh, they said they fixed the faces of the people. Well, there's a couple of different people in there, and these ones are colored. Okay, and now they aren't. Oh, that's because we saw them probably. Okay. So there's nothing new there. Pine Valley, Rivertown, or Larnold, that's all the same. Oh, what? Loan balance? Current loan? Why? Or is that the one that we're planning? Oh, that's the one that we're planning to have. I don't have any current loans. Just a quick look at the stocks, still the same. Well, about the same. Could be better, but no issues there. And I don't have gold bars, that's correct. Can't click on any of those. That's also still the same. They fixed something for moving equipment, but it has to do with picking up stuff and driving it to another. So if you pick up some of these equipment, then you drive them off, they would not go into or go off of a claim or something. Oh yeah, we gotta start our systems. Sorry, got caught up. From right to left. Oh, wait a minute. Am I missing something here? Or did they add another one? Oh, they added one. Oh yes, that's a good thing. So we can finally put our work lights on it with the splitter. So one work light for down in the money pit, and then one for the splitter for up there. Cool, nice. Oh, look at it. It seems to slide off the bumps. It moved a little bit down the slope. Oh, can we... What is that? Open. Sesame open here? Huh. Open. Oh yeah. Oh. Just a box. Let's get in here. I also added some richer plots to the other claims, the less high value claims. So I'm assuming that this one does not get any changes. I only wonder if there's like rich spots here. There should be. That could mean that we could do like a very nice cleanup. Oh, but the day's not rolling over when we don't sleep. Oh, it's so annoying. I don't know what day we are yet. It says 142, but it could as well be something else. Could be already 43. So I saw it on day 140. And if you're new to this channel and this series, we are trying to get 1,000 ounces of gold in 50 days, and we started at day 135. Gonna drive around in this one. Again, just very faint engine noise. And maybe I'm doing something wrong. If you have any tips or tricks that I can do, please leave them in the comment. For fixing the sound, the settings as they currently are don't appear to change anything. But hopefully this week we'll have a new computer and be able to fix a lot of the other sound issues I was having. I mean, other sound issues I mean for recording and getting the right balances everywhere. This is the best I can do for now. I'm sorry for that. But I should be able to fix that. I will get a new mic, that's for sure. I still haven't figured out if I want a new computer or not. It's a matter of price and payoff. What is it going to give me? I'm happy that still works. Thought I didn't change that. That'll have to do for now. I'll keep digging. Oh yeah, we can make it a double size trench. Like we drive a little back and we dig in front of us, like this part here, and then the part behind the truck. That should get us going for a nice chunk. But then, come on. Gotta learn how to dig. Ding. Yes. So yeah, I was talking about a new computer. Yeah, I want to have the NVMe storage as well, because sometimes, well, I have a couple of failed, one failed hard drive. It's an older Raptor disk, two older Raptor disks that I always used to have in RAID. Was a big fan of them from the start when they ever came out. Probably gonna start disappearing, but one of them failed in the BIOS. It still functions, but I do think from time to time it's giving me errors. Errors not in the form of actual error messages. It's that whenever I load things onto that drive, they sometimes tend to get corrupted. I think there's a system in Windows that keeps track of the files on top of the standard. Well, this is going to get technical. I know how these things work on disk level. But this is an error message from my controller, and it's not like one of my disks is getting like too much of bad sectors and stuff like that. It's somewhere intrinsic in the BIOS of my RAID controller. Let's put it that way. So I want to get rid of that. It's all disks, they're slow. Well, slow. It used to be a very fast system, and it used to be the fastest system for regular desktop computers. It's a stripe set, of course, to get the speed. In the older days, I had add-on cards that did IDE, the old IDE interface, RAID 5. Which I very much regret. Was in the times when I was still doing some modding on my computers, and then I was really into the hardware of it and everything. Stopped that because it's too expensive. So yeah, getting these new drives I'm pretty excited about. I want to get two of these Samsung Pro 960s in there and put them on my PCI lanes, and I'm considering getting one of the newer Intel X series processors, because they allow you to have VROC, which is a direct controller for the RAID set if you create it over PCIe. That is, of course, pretty expensive, all of that. Still gotta get a new microphone. Besides the microphone, in this computer from the start, the shop where I bought it had given me a Asus Zonar sound card. Yeah, I've always been a fan of external, not the onboard sound cards. But this time it gave me like a very, very big headache, because I do think they gave me a refurbished one, or one that didn't function properly. And I didn't figure that out until very late. It's when I had to start fiddling with installing drivers. I had to manually install the INF files myself, and as lately I went checking on the website of Asus to see if they updated the driver for Windows 10 and everything, but it's one from like five years ago or somewhere. It's just plain horrible. I gotta fix that. So that's gonna be part of the change. Getting some really fast drives in my system, getting a better CPU. I was considering getting a new graphics card, but that's might think, yeah, that's you know, it is pretty stupid to do that. I gotta tie the necks. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins as well. And before that I played a lot of, not saying B-rated games or Class B games, not AAA titles. When I played Assassin's Creed, my jaw really dropped. It's the graphics in that game and the FPS I'm getting there is like just holy smokes, that's so nice. So the Titan X is probably gonna stay. I'm gonna go to my new computer, and then for the old computer I still have a GeForce. I don't know which one it is anymore. It's yeah, top of the line model as well. I should put in my old computer and then use the old computer. But a very basic setup just for re-encoding the videos I'm gonna upload to YouTube. So that should streamline all of my issues and give me improved quality on the videos I upload. So until then, well, I'm hoping to do this week. I promised it would be this week, but I don't think I'll be able to make it yet. No, I should stop turning left and right if you want to do this. Oh, and of course, display. I need a new display. Still wondering if I should take a G-Sync monitor. I don't know all the ins and outs of that, so I gotta research a little bit into it, what G-Sync exactly does. If you got any tips on good websites where I can find this information, that would be very handy to help me figure that out and get it all over me. I used to watch Tom's Hardware a lot, and I revisited it, and it for me it just became a mess. I was used to like quite a good website where it was easy to find some information on and reviews, but now it just became like a bunch of publicity articles, and I gave up on it quickly. Then I went to some other classic websites like Anantech, or I don't know if it was Anantech, but some other ones that exist already for a pretty long time. They had some information on VROC, for example, because there's like a big problem with VROC. That's where if you want to have certain types of RAIDs, you need a key, a hardware key. It's just like a proprietary plug-in piece of hardware that you have to do, like an SNI cable. Well, I compare it to that because that is also something that you can buy separately and enable some hardware functions that you don't have per default on your system. That's, I think, what happens with the key as well. It enables some hardware functions that you can't have. Now, it is unclear to me yet if VROC, it does improve the speeds, reading, writing, everything. It's like, oh my god. But I think the VROC, specifically if you want to set up RAID sets and specifically if you want to boot from them. In the information that I got from the internet, the trouble that most of them had with VROC is first off, getting a key. And second off is, will it work with the setup that I have? People manage to get Samsung drives, because there's two levels. The first level is if you use Intel drives, I think you can set up a bootable VROC controlled RAID set. But yet again, I have to look in more detail into that. I stepped away from the idea of doing a RAID set. I'm gonna have enough throughput on 2 of those disks that I don't actually need a RAID set on them. Also, if you set up a RAID set, the lanes on your motherboard are specifically split up, and you have to watch out on which lanes you put them. So if you want to set up a RAID set of the NVMe drives over PCIe and connect them to your CPU directly through the PCI lanes, that is, and you set up a Stripe RAID set and you want to go for premium performance, like really jaw-dropping performance, you need to put them on separate channels. But that might as well be the case only for the drives that are not on the HyperX card. HyperX card is an add-in card that Asus provides, that they provide for plugging in more. What would be the standard name for it? Is it NVMe or is it M.2? Well, it's SSD memory modules. So if you guys know of good sites that provide ample of information on the ins and outs of the hardware that is currently available, would be much appreciated. Because yeah, you know how Google works. They just direct you to the most popular sites. They're not always the best ones. And while we're doing this, I can continue thinking about the things that I need and how I need to set them up. I also got to set up my desk again, because now I'm gonna have like a second computer. Since a long time I didn't have that. Also new headphones, that's also something that I really need. I got the Razer Elite 7.1. I would like to have a 7.1 system setup, but ever since used to be an audio card called Real 3D, and I had a Speedlink Medusa headset, That was in the time when I was playing like Counter-Strike, the beta, and that had an extremely good 3D setup and audio quality in the headphones for surround. It wasn't simulated or anything, it had all the drives as in speakers, that you needed to have a complete surround headset. Also the Unreal 3D card was nothing you've ever see again. It was so good. But all that doesn't exist anymore, it's a shame. It wasn't very popular, I guess. Well, what I can't understand as well is that people still go for they go for the high range on single drive headphones with virtual surround. So you would have a virtual 3D headset. You have a complete 7.1 capable audio card and enable that, but you have to virtualize it because you only have one driver in your headset. I can't imagine how that actually would work for you. The virtual surround sound is in my opinion, a waste. You need a real surround. And that's also part of what I would like to have. It's like a 10 drive headset. Well, it doesn't need to be 10. I mean, I'm good enough with 7. And I'm not really worried about having like this thunderous bass of explosions when you play first person shooters. I think what's more important for me is the direction of where the sounds are coming from when you play these games. Did I just mess that up? Yes, I did. Well, I can fix it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I guess we'll be doing that. sound is a bit like this, like the visual. I mean, this game is 3D, but there's no depth vision on it. It does scale and everything, but you can't know. You never know for sure if the bucket is over your truck or where it's located, where you're digging. It's pretty funny how the rebirth of 3D VR headsets is over. It was like all hyped and everybody wanted it, and it was like cool and awesome, and everybody should get it, and all games are gonna run in VR. And then they're like, oh wait, it's actually not that good of a thing. I am perfectly enjoying this game like this. I don't need a 3D headset for it. A 3D screen, however, that might do the trick. You can sit on your lazy ass and then have, with these glasses on, if you move your head a little bit, you can, like, well, you don't even have to move your head. It's just, if you move your head, you can see behind objects, you know. So yeah, my new computer. It's a bit of a hassle to get it fixed. I also upgraded my, you know, where Microsoft did the for free upgrade from Windows 8 to 10, and it isn't as seamless as I want it to be. Some of the older drivers that were on the system have been migrated with it, so they're still running on the older drivers, but they're not fully optimized for Windows 10. I'm talking about the sound card driver mainly. There might be other ones, like for the motherboard, some of the functions, the RAID controllers and stuff like that. So I gotta get 2 new Windows 10 operating systems as well, one for the old computer here, so I got a native one, a native Windows 10 instead of an upgrade. Yeah, they might say it's the same, but it's not. I gotta get one for the new one as well, so costs are skyrocketing with all of that. And then new displays, of course, G-Sync enabled. The one that I'm working on right now has served me pretty well. It's already a very old one. Several other computers have used this screen and this particular display. And display kept on functioning. It's from Dell. I really like what Dell did back in the days. Yeah, don't forget, don't drive and move the shovel or the blade on this one. It will get you in trouble. Or at least you won't achieve the goal that you're after. Oh, stop that. Don't do that. Let's move it. I like to think if you keep it clean and organized, you know, like I'm doing, flattening the ground and everything, it's paying off in the long run. Concerning working speed, I'm not gonna run into stuck trucks or other things that would slow me down. I think, and I'm not quite sure, that they read my comment on their on the forums for bugs or optimizations. I have the impression that the little bumps and bulges in them, when you drive over them, they dissipate into a flatter one. I'm gonna try it out right now. So would it flatten out if you drive over this? No. Did it? No, I didn't. Okay. I had the impression it did it. Oh my. Okay, that's filled up, that's good. Away goes this, and we're ready again to start mining. To continue mining. I'm gonna make it a full day episode in the game. I don't mind about time frame. You guys can watch it at your own leisure. I'm gonna again work towards getting the day end, getting a clean out on the day end. No. Like that. Gonna see if I can aim not to make these, not to dig too deep, so that I have less trouble with the bulldozer. Not gaining much by it either, by doing it, because we're mostly in topsoil. Yeah, good enough. 99, sure. feel a little bad that I neglected you guys yesterday. Didn't make a video. So I hope I can treat you with a cleanup. Let's have a quick look. I didn't count how many trucks I did. 55? What? Yeah, that's not bad. Well, it is 3 in the afternoon, 3:30. Whoa. Oh, that was some strange gravity. No, I didn't want to pick it out of the truck. Would be nice if you would have a setting for that. Devs, if you hear that. Might be an idea to put a setting, can pick up from dump truck with the crane. Would make my life a little bit easier. Yes, because we have such a tough life here. Yeah, devs, gee, slackers. No man, I love these guys. They're doing good. They're doing good. Absolutely. The other way, yes, that way. Yes, let's do another cleanup when the miner's moss is filled. See what we get. We're already an hour in, 55 minutes. Might start a new recording, which will be probably not as long as this one. Oh, if you think about it, it will be as long as this one. I mean, it took me an hour to start up everything and get it filled to, might be at 60% now, so yeah, it will be an hour. If you then include the cleanup, unless I go turbo on this. I know, man. Yeah, it's pretty good truck placement here for digging quicker. Not digging too deep. It's going to be ways easier to doze as well. Should have thought of that a long time ago. I'm going to put the link to the patch notes in the description, because I have no idea what they mean with summary. There's something at the end of the day, a summary or something like that. Or is it at the end of a cleaner? I don't know. But there they added a specific patch note for that, something summary or report. A report of my bad driving skills. I didn't enable anti-aliasing. Wherever that it's called, it's AA68. So I can't read these letters. It's just, although, yeah, I got a tight neck, he should be able to pull it off, and he would pull it off probably. I still have it set where it doesn't do it, because I thought it might improve some the FPS in this game. I think they did some minor optimizations on the FPS when the jigs are running. And one of them is that these dirt balls that are generated by the washing plant are now dissipate way faster than before. One of my videos you can see that I had like a billion of these little balls lying on top of each other, on top of the pile.